this form that has been approved or recognized by the French government to justify yours being on the streets as of now. That's really it. 이거 옛날에 사비나 거짓말 가르쳐줬다. 사실은 두 번째 락다운 있을 때 그 ARD의 사비나 거짓말가 가르쳐줬어요. 이 프랑스 사람들이 밖에 나가려면 zettel 같은 걸 허가 받아야 되는데 그거 없이 돌아다니면 심할 때는 깜빵에까지 한 7일가량 있을 수 있다고 하더라고. 그 사비나 하고 거짓말만 했어. 그래서 한 번만에 이해했어요. 진짜 쉽게. 왜냐면은 프랑스 뉴스도 가끔 보고, 근데 독일 뉴스는 프랑스 뉴스도 많이 해주거든. 사실 사비나 하고 거짓말 zettel이라고 했어. zettel 같은 걸 받아야 된다 했거든. Zettel. Ein Mann. Ili Sager, dieser war immer noch bekannter, weil ein Behälter bei CDS Wiener Hauer damals während dieser zweiten Welle, der zweite Lockdown, Frankreich hatte immer noch adoptiert diese sozusagen Zettelsysteme. Diese wird eine Erlaubnis. Dann mussten sie auf jeden Fall vorzeitig eine Erlaubnis erwerben, zu wirklich Hate zu fertigen, ihr eigener Ausgang. Ansonsten, diese wird strafbar, wirklich. Ja, eben im seriösen Fall, ein Mann würde hinter Gittern, ja, wirklich, hinter den Gittern platziert würde, diese würde möglich. Also, ob sie wirklich Spaziergang gehen, ohne eine bestimmte Hetefertigung oder vorzeitige gewobene Zettel, dann diese wird ein Verbrechen oder ein Strafbarkeit. Wirklich. Strafbarkeit. Wirklich. 나 진짜인데. Because I really cannot remember, because the last time ARD Sabina Howe actually told everyone during her report, right? I really remember her voice. Residents while obtaining this form. While obtaining this form, required to clarify justifying their exit, his or her exit from the house. download means, just actually authorize the form. Government's signature by the Lady Marianne. The French government's nickname is Lady Marianne. This lady, there's always a lady, and underneath it, égalité, liberté, égalité, et fraternité. Right? It doesn't really actually say that. I don't really need to think about it. I just really don't understand. Why would you actually think that I'm being confused? I'm afraid of being confused. One has actually just actually arrived to achieve more than one we actually demand. Or capacity to feel operate the trains. There exist more people. 이거 할까? 이거 재밌겠다. There is no enough capacity to handle it. 맞잖아. 2 times. I don't really need to. Especially notably. Between. What are you doing? Or between, or I should. Around cities like Bordeaux or Nantes, Rennes. In the no. In the announcement of the new measures. That's it. Huh. I really can do it really quickly. I can turn it off and make it prettier. But my original message is so correct. Don't worry. The essence of Africa has confirmed that 2 times the greater reservations are there, especially notably around the cities between Bordeaux and Nantes, Rennes, in the announcement of new measure. Then, how can I actually make it a little bit professional? I need a pen. Use a train. So we're overwhelmed with the people arriving to use a train. in the wake of new lockdown measures. Beyond the capacity of our system. SNCF, le service national de chemin de fer, quoi. Service. Service national, c'est vraiment bien. Je ne sais pas. C'est le service national de la chemin de fer. Le chemin de. Really? I can't remember. chemin de fer가 확실하다. chemin de fer. 이 chemin de fer는 railroad system. railroad 이런 chemin de fer. The railway, rail. Lokführer nicht. Diese Bahn, wie Deutsche Bahn. Das ist ganz ähnlich für so Deutsche Bahn. Der SNCF, le Service National de la Chemin de Fer. Le chemin de fer, le chemin. Ja, le chemin de fer has testified a doubled up surge in the number of reservations from Paris to Bordeaux, or from Paris to Rennes. Rennes is also a very famous city, and from Paris to what? Bordeaux, Rennes, Lille. No. Nantes. Nantes. Oh, Nantes, buddy. Nantes. We are overwhelmed by the people arriving to use the trains in the wake of the lockdown measure. We are over-demanded by passengers beyond the capacity of our system. We are... In the period. In the period, yeah. We end up having more possible passengers on the train in the period than we ever demand. That's exactly the sentiment. We're over demanded by passengers beyond the capacity of our system. We really have more people. Can you actually specify? And overcapacity, really.
So we were overwhelmed with the people arriving to use the trains in the wake of new lockdowns, and we were overdemanded by passengers beyond the capacity of our system. The SNCF has testified a doubled-up surge in the number of reservations as more Parisians plan to leave the city, and especially the concentrated passageways are from Paris to Bordeaux, from Paris to Rennes, and from Paris to Nantes. So we end up having more current passengers or reservations during this weekend. More reservations during this weekend. During this weekend, 언제부터? From Friday to Sunday. In between, we have more people during this weekend than the train system can ever afford. Either the current passenger using it and also reservation. The SNCF, le Service National de la Chemin de Fer, the French national railway system, has confirmed, has testified a doubled-up surge in the number of reservations. Already has testified, as more Parisians plan to leave the city, the favored passageways are, especially around from Paris to Bordeaux, from Paris to Rennes, from Paris to Nantes. We end up having more current passengers or imminent pending reservations during the weekend for the train system than we ever accommodate or we ever demand to a degree of overcapacity. These are likely to take place either from Friday to Sunday. This is really the maximum day. Tell the truth on a Saturday, because Saturday is really the day. 근데 나는 지금 독일어 해야 되는데 미친 거 아니야? 아, 그럼 딱 하나만 더 하고 해줄게. 왜냐면은 그러게 모르지 않아요. 응? 벌써 됐다고? 그럼 밖에 나갔다 올까? 그러면서 택배를 가져올까? 어머 어디 가셨네. 왜 escalator? escalator. 그건데 escalator. electronic roll trap. 야 그럼 영어로 적어라. escalator. We're moving stair. Along the moving stairs sounds better. Thierry, et de ce qui pas longtemps. 그냥 그럴 필요 없고. Enormous suitcase and a backpack. 어디 오래 떠나시나봐요. And his animal companion. With all that, he sure does have a glimpse of a long-term voyager living away from home. 네, 아주 오래 떠나신다. college student. age 33. 33 and 23. 아니, 보고 너무 좀. 23. Plastic cage in pink. I mean the color. Containing 이거를 좀 좋아. Containing 2 hamsters. 됐지? 근데 좀 더 이쁘게 할게요. 하긴 다 했어요. 근데 끝나긴 끝났어. 뭐 말을 다시 볼 필요 없고. Along the escalators, along the moving stairs in Paris Montparnasse station, Lucien has an appearance of a heavy traveler, whose departure would suggest a long stay away from home. With an enormous suitcase and a backpack on his back, and with his animal companions, he sure does have a glimpse of a long-term voyager, right? This college student of age 23 decides to get going, accompanied by his girlfriend Emile, who cautiously carries a plastic cage in pink. 진짜요. 야, 그것도 들고 가냐? 언제까지 있으려고? 락전 햄스터 케이지 왜 들고? Gigantic suitcase. And the moving stairs at the Paris Montparnasse station. Or you can actually say that it's really fine. Along the moving stairs. Or escalator. Because, you know, in French, escalier is literally, can I explain it? In French, escalier means just simple stairs. That's really the reason electronics. Escalier electronics. The electronics is really altogether. Escalier is the stairs. I need a pen. Escalier means stairs, but escalier électronique in French means Rollentreppe. Rollentreppe. Rollentreppe means escalator. Because in the reason these days, you know, people say the moving stairs, right? Moving stairs, right? Rollentreppe escalator. But escalators in sense is stairs, staircases. Along the moving stairs. Along the moving stair, you can also say that in the station, in the Montparnasse, it was perfectly fine. Both are perfectly fine. Why in the station is also fine. It's technically in the station is better because it's inside the building. Now, this is in a building, but you're not actually meeting your friend outside, right? Or it's inside the building, so in the building, in the station, that's a better. Along the moving stairs in the Montparnasse station building, Montparnasse station, comes there Lucien, a college student of age 23, seemingly on his long journey away from home. He has a flare. He has a flare of being on the road away from home for a while. Why? He has a heavy backpack and a gigantic suitcase. Suitcases, you can actually say that, or a carrier do suggest that he launches himself into the departure with his girlfriend Emile, carrying a plastic cage in color pink. It's pinkish color. You can say that in pink, right? With the two hamsters in it. Lucien is a college student of age 23, part of this weekend's mass exodus out of Paris. People are really going out of Paris crazy. 아, 근데 진짜 독일어 해야 돼요. 부탁이에요. 가게 해주세요. 끝나고 할게요. 근데 솔직히 프랑스 진짜 제일 빨리 해석할 수 있어요. 거짓말 치고. 프랑스어는 진짜 말이 안 되고 가장 글을 봤을 때 가장 빨리 해석할 수 있는 프랑스어예요. 에스칼리에는 프랑스어는 좀 그런 거 있어. 에스칼리에 이건 stair이잖아. 또 다른 거 있는데. 프랑스어로 우리가 쓰는 거 영어에서. 그거. 하정. 요것도요. 하정. This is really one of a phenomenal thingy. Raisins in English, it's already dried grapes, right? But in French, raisins is just simply grapes, just real grapes, you know, fresh grapes. So you have to say that either coriander, a corianthin is a little bit different, but hajon is sec. Hajon sec. Sick. Is it really sick? Because you need to know the gender. Sec isn't really only for one gender. What's the other gender? Séché. Non. This is really the case. Escaliers is a stairs or staircases. Or flight of stairs. People say the flight of stairs, right? So you should never say escalier to actually say the Hollentreppe, real escalators or moving stairs, you have to always say the l'escalier électronique, mécanique, électronique, or mécanique, 해야지. Mechanical. Mechanical in French is mécanique. And also, don't say the raisins as a dried raisins. In English, raisins means dried grapes, right? Raisins. Dried, sun-dried. California is a sun-dried raisins, right? But raisins in French means fresh grapes. You have to say the raisin sec. It's really dried, or coriander. It's a really dried one, right? These are really kind of things, you should never use. They're fujami. They're similar, but they're not necessarily the same one. You have to really watch out. Mécanique, l'escalier électronique, l'escalier mécanique. Auf Deutsch Hollentreppe. Or I kind of actually noticed that even here in South Korea, people say the moving stairs. No longer say the escalator. Escalators are used, but that's a really old version. Moving stairs. Please watch out when you use moving stairs, right? Moving carts, like like this. No car, because they need to actually a moving carpet. Not like this anyway. Yeah, really kind of. And I have to actually go. That's really important.